Well, hey everybody, and welcome to an episode of Derp Your Hooves. So today we're flying the F-35B in the Strait of Hormuz, and if anyone's been following the news, we know that right now there is a naval blockade and there are peace negotiations going on between the U.S. and Iran. So I just kind of wanted to check it out, and I was trying to figure out what plane in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 would be good to use. So, I thought about helicopters, and I actually went ahead and I flew this a couple of times in the new Black Square Caravan amphibian, and that was fun. But I just said, I miss the Pinkie Pie livery of the F-35B. And, well, I just want to use it again. So I've been flying around a little bit. And, well, I'm running a little low on fuel after flying with Afterburner so much, so I'm just going to do the responsible thing here and land, and I have updated my F-35B to the latest version, so I don't know what's up with the little bouncing ball on the heads-up display, but I guess that's just something that happens when you're in the short takeoff and landing mode. So we're just going to come on in and go fuel up because we haven't, gotten the tanker add-on yet, which I hear is really nice. I think I want to try it. But right now I actually, recently Pony had a huge problem with the sim, and well, he had to go through some of his third-party stuff and get rid of some stuff and figure out what was going on and do some sim troubleshooting. And, just not quite ready to roll the dice with some third-party stuff and see what else crashes the sim out. Just kind of want to enjoy flying it. So, the F-35B, hey, it's great. It's the modern day Harrier, and it goes supersonic, which the Harrier never did. And I'm not trying to rub anyone the wrong way. I know it's a fighter jet, and I was gonna do this in the civilian version, but or a civilian aircraft, but I don't know. I miss flying the Pinkie Pie livery. So it had to be done. And I couldn't decide helicopter or short takeoff and landing aircraft, so I went with this. Now, I have recently updated this to whatever the current version is. Kind of tired of version numbers and doing so much. And we're also going to turn off that annoying taxi ribbon. The second we get a chance, I don't know why that constantly pops up. Now, it's got to be one of these. Right? It's like Alt 7? No, it's Alt 6. No, 6 is that. 5 is that. 4 is that. 3 is looking to your left. 2 is that. 1. We're just going to have to go into control panels and turn it off. So, that's going to be my next setting to get rid of is the taxi ribbon. And I'm probably going to pause the recording for a second while I go in the control panels to go do it, just because I can't stand the tax ribbon. So just give me a second here. I am just going to pause the recording and go turn that off. Aha, we're back. So Shift Z, that gets rid of the taxi ribbon. Awesome. So let's go ahead and let's put more fuel in this. I want to fuel it all the way back up. And fuel her up 100%. Because she's a fighter. And when you go supersonic in this thing, it just sucks down fuel like you wouldn't believe. So let's go ahead and let's just get back on the runway. And let's go show you the Strait of Hormuz and show you about roughly how big it is. It's not really that big. And we're just going to get back on the runway here. All right. Now, some of you might not like military aircraft, and some of you, I've already been over this, might say, well, why would you fly a military aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024? Why not fly DCS? Well, I just don't feel like flying DCS right now. I'll combat Flight Simmed out for a long time. Alright, and I'm just going to not really care if we're taking off into the wind or not today, because we're just going to short takeoff and landing it. There we go. And this is why I love the F-35B. Part airplane, part helicopter. You can sit and hover with it. Okay, so on to the Strait. Yeah, it does that, by the way. Alright, so here we go. So right now we are on the like the Abu Dhabi side. And we're going to be going over to the Iranian side here. So we're on the western side of it, going east. And what is it, like Qatar, whatever, Dubai. Dubai is the country. That's what it is. Come on, pony, know where you're at. So that's kind of where we're at on one side. And we're just going to go right on over here towards the Iranian side as we cross on over. And yes, I purposely left the usernames on. So, what are the fun facts here? Okay, so let's see. Strait of Hormuz is a critical global energy checkpoint. Choke point. Ooh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Choke point, with roughly 20 million barrels of crude oil and petroleum products passing through daily, representing about 20 to 25% global petroleum liquids consumption. So it's over a quarter of global seaborne and oil trade. That was between 2024 and 2025. It says nearly 80% to 84% of these shipments are destined for Asian markets. So, well, not to get political, but it's pretty apparent that the blockades that the U.S. is doing here are also to help restrict oil. So there's kind of one of your answers on why that's happening and other reasons, and I'm not really going to get political on this. I'm just going to fly along here and just show you what we got. So let's see. We're in the sim, and that's it. This is like, I mean, granted, we're going almost 500 knots, and we're going just under Mach 1. I mean, we're almost across this to the Iran side. We're pretty much in Iranian airspace right now. Pretty close. In no time. I mean, there's like it's like nothing. So really, you wouldn't think it would be that hard to go ahead and police this. But anyways, so it's not really a large body of water. Looks like it would be pretty easy to enforce a naval blockade on this, I guess. And there you have it. We're coming up on the Iranian side right here, the eastern side of it. Whole lot of desert and dirt and dirt. Lots of dirt out here. If you like dirt, come on down. All right, so yep, lots of dirt. Dirt everywhere. Not a whole lot of green, a whole lot of dirt. Dirt and oil. That's pretty much what's out here. Is dirt, oil. Well, I mean, there's lots of water. I can't say that it's just dirt. Look, there's lots of water. See, there's water everywhere. But lots and lots of dirt. Middle East is like lots of dirt. All right. So, dirt, lots of dirt. And coming up on the Iranian side of the strait. And this is pretty much, if you've been watching the news or if you're curious as to what's going on, this is the place currently where all the hubbub about everything is going on. And that's pretty much it. So, this is what it looks like in the flight sim, anyways. With the Bing graphics. I'm sure it looks pretty close in real life. Yeah, and the funny thing that I noticed here was I got another cold. It's where I work. People constantly walking around coughing on me. So, forgive me for my sniffles and my cough. Please, everybody, when you're sick, wear a mask or cover your mouth. Don't cough on people. Even though we're not living in COVID days anymore, it sucks that you're sick. No one else wants to get it. Alright, so I got the Aerofire Global add-on here. Looks like there's some kind of smoke, some kind of fire. I'm going to have to check the news and find out what's going on, because as of this, well, there is a war going on, so maybe that's some kind of, I don't know, some kind of, it records all the local fires, so it could be that we're bombing Iran again. I have to check that out. Oh, crap! I'm in the F-35, and if we're bombing Iran, then that's not good for me. Look, I'm not. I got Pinkie Pie on my plane. I'm here for a party. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's what it looks like. Oh yeah, what was I saying? Oh, it's besides the global shipping that I kept, I was on Flightsim.to and I was looking for some scenery, and I couldn't find any Iranian scenery for 2024. You know that? Not Nothing scenery-wise. I could find some liveries for aircraft, but for Iran, I couldn't find anything. I mean, nothing. Which is kind of surprising. And again, I mean, right now I am actually kind of being a little picky about what I put in the sim. And I also understand, I've been reading on some of the posts that there's lots of complaints about Sim Update 5. Now, I checked my version of the sim, and guess what? I have it too. And I have been having lots of CTDs and all kinds of problems. Ever since I downloaded Sim Update 5, but right now it seems to be flying pretty well. I got rid of some third-party stuff, and it seems to be doing a little better. So, not sure what the problem is. Oh, check gear, we're at stall speed. So, let's get back home. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you the strait. And I'm kind of afraid that I'm going to get shot down for being out here, so maybe we should just head back to where we were. Could be dangerous out here. Could get shot down, so maybe we should leave this side. And get back home. Might be a good idea. And that's it. I mean, you can pretty much cross over the whole side. See how fast? I mean, I just... An afterburner here. Here I am. I'm like right here. I mean, that took nothing. That took no effort. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just circle back around? No way. Maybe I did. Let's check our location here and see where we're at. Yeah, I'm still on the Iran side. I just kind of hit the island here on the way out, and that's what I'm saying. Wow, I mean, that was short. No, that was too short. There's where we want to be. So let's get on over there. And again, let's get out of here. And get back home. Oh, engine limits, huh? That's it. Not too much time on afterburner anymore. Well, whatever. But that's it. We've pretty much flown from one side to the next. Seen a bunch of boats. And I'm sure there's a lot more boats in real life. I'm sure there's a lot more Navy ships. I don't have any Navy ship add-ons. Not a whole lot for that in Flightsim.to either. I know there's third-party add-ons, but that you could buy. But I used to spend most of my money buying aircraft. And actually, right now, no offense to anybody, but I just don't want to spend too much money on the sim because it's just 2020 was much better than 2024. But 2024 is looking up, right? We got all the Xbox players. Didn't it get just released on PlayStation? So that's it. This little patch of dirt is where all the trouble is you're hearing in the world lately. Right here. Well, not all the trouble, because we're forgetting about the Ukraine. The Ukraine thing's still happening. But if you're in the country that I'm in, they're not really talking too much about the Ukraine. We're always hearing about the what's going on with Iran. What is going on with Iran? So, there you have it. F-35B, Strait of Hormuz. There's a ship back there. Pinkie Pie livery. Hopefully they realize that I'm not a threat. Would Pinkie Pie bomb a city? You can put that in the comments. You think that Pinkie Pie would take out naval ships and you know, bomb cities? I don't think so. That doesn't seem very friendly to me. Alright, so let's land this classically. And call it a day. And it looks like we've got double runways here. I don't remember installing and downloading any third-party airport here, so I shouldn't have double runways. Alright, let's test my landing skills here. 200 knots, 199 knots, 193 knots. Probably don't want to go too much below 180. I watched Top Gun Maverick. They even said like 180 knots was the takeoff speed for the Tomcat. See, speaking of Tomcats, does Iran still have any Tomcats? Or did we bomb all those? I don't know. Okay. We're gonna bounce. Actually, that wasn't a bad landing. Alright, so there we are. Now we're on the Dubai side. We're on the west side. And that's it. So, I wanted to say to everyone, and again to every pony, thanks for watching Derp Your Hooves, and subscribers. Hey, you guys help make the channel happen. We're not going to be able to really taxi out that way. Let's go over here to the end of the runway. You guys really do. You make me want to keep flying the sim and keep making these flight sim videos for you guys. F-35 still a pretty good plane that flies in the sim, especially if you want to go fast from India Fox Techo. And yes, you can download the Pinkie Pie livery. It's out there on Flightsim.to, the Pink Menace. And you too can be Pinkie Pie in the F-35 in the sky. So let's just park her and call it a day. Alrighty. Oh, those are the pumps. Let's park her. I'm in a fighter aircraft. I can park where I want. I'll park right here. I'm here to help you. We're just going to park right here. All right. So, there you have it. And we're safe and sound on the ground. So, as always, to everyone and every pony, thanks for watching Derp Your Hooves. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the skies.